It's Channel 93.3. I'm Steve Burrell. We are in the green. Well, actually, you can't even see the green, actually, because it's got this stuff behind his room. Here at Not So Silent Night, I've got Imagine Dragons with me. At least a half of the Imagine Dragons here. I've got Dan.
2 quarters.
I've got thanks. That's good. I've got Dan. I've got Ben with me here tonight.
The Ben.
The Ben, because actually that's a good.
I'm just a Dan.
We did a phone interview a couple of months ago, and I started out with all I knew is Dan, Imagine Dragons. I'm like, hey Dan, how's the wife? How's the kids? You're like, no, wrong Dan.
But if it had been about Ben, there would have been no question.
No?
No
How's
question.
the wife? How's the kids?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, what do I know from anything?
Yeah.
So, but
it's okay.
okay, so back to
Research is overrated.
I must compliment you both, by the way, on the strong pants and / sweater game tonight.
Thank you very much.
Incredible.
It's the holiday season.
Indeed.
It's not a game to me. It's a lifestyle.
It's phenomenal. That's why it's so good. It's like me. I'm just like hitting up Hobby Lobby being like, what can I do? What can I do? And you guys are just, it's what you got.
If you don't live it, it won't come out your horn. That's
You
what
didn't
Charlie
mention
Parker
my
said.
socks, damn it.
Ah, well, socks. I kind of got you covered on this socks. So I said, oh, those are phenomenal, though. But we are in Colorado, so it makes it a big. Looks like those are well worn, as a matter of fact.
I'm not going to share my socks. I'll leave it a mystery.
They're
More
broken
titillating to not know.
But you guys just got into town, obviously, because you had the show last night. Is that correct?
We had a big concert last night.
Yeah,
It
that
was
feels
the-
right.
The Vegas Strong.
Yeah, it was actually a really amazing event. You know, it was so many people on that stage. It was us and Penn and Teller, and Bryce Harper was hosting, and
Yeah. The
the
Blue Man
Killers.
Group and Cirque du
let's not
Soleil.
mention- let's not
The
forget
Killers.
The Killers.
We all got to sing Viva Las Vegas together. And
And
you know,
Ronnie, he kept the time straight this time. I got to hand it to him.
that Ronnie Vanucci is
Yeah.
an amazing drummer.
Yeah, he
Tell you.
didn't drag last night. He's coming along.
That's good. I figured the Blue Man Group would take care of the percussion on that particular part, but how did they do?
Phenomenal. They were mostly shooting T-shirts out of cannons.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So everyone had their part to play.
Yeah.
David Copperfield was there too.
What?
Jay Leno, and all the money went towards the Victims Fund. So
Yeah.
it was a very Vegas night. The entertainment capital of the world came
Phenomenal.
together.
Now, you guys are from Vegas, but you mentioned all these other bands you just saying, bands and acts that are Vegas staples. How do you guys feel you fit into the Vegas scene? Because obviously you're from Vegas, but when you think Penn and Teller, you think Vegas. When I think Imagine Dragons, I think more of a global thing. But how do you feel about that?
Well, we are, taking over the world. That's our whole goal. It's always been global domination.
Yeah, it's good to stay humble too. I like how you guys have done that as well along the way.
In fact, I'd like to say I think we are the humblest band. I challenge you to find a band that's more humble.
I've thought about that a lot myself too. It's you got to try so hard to be humble sometimes, and you guys have done the best out of any other band out there.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, he just told us to sit down. He said that's cool. You just sit down and that's fine.
There is a bigger star here tonight, and you guys know you guys are sharing the building right now.
I thought you were talking about the full moon. I was about to say this is really embarrassing. That's not a star.
Yeah, the
No,
moon,
no,
it's
no.
actually little known fact. The moon is not a star.
Wow, I'm learning so much from Imagine
It's
Dragons
actually a
tonight.
hole in the sky, shining down upon the flat Earth below, slowly spiraling across as we just float along on this disc.
The flat
disc of
Earth.
cheese.
Yes, it's the flat Earth. But Gabby's here tonight. You guys are going to go meet her here in a second. I'm sure you're a little nervous.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very intimidating to approach the green room of a VIP like that. So
Yeah, and this is not your first foray into that too. Obviously, the whole pediatric cancer thing is close to you guys for not just this year and tonight, but for many years. You guys have the Tyler Robinson Foundation. You guys have raised a lot of money for over the last several years. How'd that all come about?
Tyler was a friend and fan, and we saw him struggle with a battle with cancer and seemed to fight it into remission. It seemed, he was cancer-free, and then it ended up coming back and taking him away very abruptly. And that whole process and getting to know his family gave us the opportunity to see the way this terrible disease impacts not just the kids that have it, but also their families and the whole community around them. And we wanted to find a way to work with Tyler's family to find a way to give back to these families and make this process a little easier. Instead of there's a lot of government programs that will help take care of the bills for treatments and things like that, but there's not a lot of people that will be able to help with other things. We'll come and help to pay the mortgage when somebody has to quit their job to take care of their kid, or have to transfer over to a special diet due to, you know, new health challenges and things like that. Things that people don't really think of.
And this is, so you guys raised $1 million this year, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the gala this year was unbelievably successful, and yeah, we were just blown away. We managed to raise $1 million that night, and you know, we meet up with the TRF families across the country as we tour. So you know, they're very much in our lives, and anything we do for Tyler Robinson is the most meaningful thing that we do in our careers. And like, it's a very selfish. You know, we get to sit down and talk about ourselves all the time, but the fact that we get to actually use that platform to do some tangible good means the world to us.
Awesome. And notice how important this interview ended. All right, we started out goofy.
We got there.
Yeah.
We got there.
So let's circle
Thanks for
back.
being patient.
Yeah,
We
you
humbled
got it.
you. We brought you down to almost as humble a level as we're
Oh,
at.
you did it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's end this how we began. The sweaters and the pants are just, It's Imagine Dragons here at Not
Don't
So
dress
Silent
for the
Night.
job you have. Dress for the job you want.
It's good.